Hey, yo. What's good, family? Yeah. What's good, family? It's your man, VACAY-J. We are back in the building, family. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I see you. I see you. I see you. What's good? What's good? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody in the building, fam. It's your man, VACAY-J. Excited. We are covering BMF Season 3 is back, baby. It's back. Listen, I love this show. I like this show. I love this show. Listen, if you're loving BMF, hit that like button right now because we're going to get into it. Cover Season 3, Episode 1, family. So definitely share this out. Let everybody know we are getting into BMF today. Are you excited? If you're excited, hit that like button. You know what to do, fam. You know what to do. Happy Saturday, fam. Listen, I got an incredible hostesses, okay, coming with me to break this thing down. You know how I do, fam. You know what I'm saying? I only have the lovely, the intelligent, the bright, the shining stars here, right here on VACAY-JayTV and Friends, family. All right? I'm super proud of her. Let me bring her on up. Y'all know who it is. You've seen it before. You know who it is. I'm going to bring her on up right now. All right? Who is it? Ashley from My Sweet Perspective. What's good?
Hey. How you doing today? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to get into it, like immediately. Okay?
Immediately, oh.
Ready. Yes.
Okay, she ready. She ready to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get the Saturday started. How's everybody doing? Let me shout out everybody in the building. What's good to my man, DeMarcus Vaughn in the building, always coming through to support with the emojis, fam. That's right. 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations to Ashley on that right there. What's good? Absolutely. I mean, you know, now that we just talking about it, I mean, we might as well just do this right now. I mean, I was going to wait, but you know what? Congratulations to you, Ashley. Yeah, congratulations on that 1,000 subscribers, right, from the fam. Super proud of you. You definitely worked hard for it. You know, I'm gonna send you this, you know, little band. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending you band. How you feel?
I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel like I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the sky's the limit at this point. That's how I feel.
That's right. Sky's the limit. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We get to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Keep going. We're just gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? You know your boy's here to support you. I'm here to support you. All right. All right, fam. Let's get into it, man. We got a lot of stuff. What's good? Hold up. What up, Monique? 69 Ways Johnson. What's good? What's going on? Jay Money, Berkeley in the building. Sup. Salute. That's my people in the D. Say, what up, though? So shout out to my people in the D. What up, though? All my good people. All the good people. All right. All my good people in the D. All right. All right, fam. You ready to get into this? Because I got a lot. Like, I took notes on this thing. There was so many introductions. There was so many new people. I'm like, who's this? Who's that? It was, right?
It was.
Crazy.
Absolutely. I was like, what? I had to do double takes. I had to Google at some point because I'm like, they can't be who I think it is.
Right. Absolutely. We had to Google, we had to search, we had to find. I mean, I threw on the closed caption. We're like, all right, he said, okay, this is this dude. So your boy took notes. We're going to get into this, fam. I'm excited about it all. So look, family, as you already know, as we go live, we always need your love and support. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels right here. You know what I'm saying? My Sweet Perspective. She just hit 1,000. Let's help her hit 2,000. Keep going with that. And you're loving your boy VACAY. Absolutely hit that subscribe button. Share this out, fam. Let everybody know we about to get into this today. We are prioritizing comments. So if you want your comment displayed, make sure you hit that super chat, super sticker, whatever it is. Definitely show some love. You know it helps out the show. You know it helps us out, family. So make sure you hit that. And we also got the Cash App. You want to drop $1 on the Cash App or whatever, we appreciate it all. All right, so let's get into it. Ashley, what did you rate, Season 3, episode 1 of BMF on a scale of 1 to 10.
10 being the best possible?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to give it a strong 7.5, 8. I do feel like there is room for improvement, but what I will say it totally had my undivided attention. Undivided attention. How about you?
Yeah. I was teetering in between that as well. 7. I said, first I was like 7, then I was like, nah, 7.5. Then I'm like, strong. I'm gonna give it a strong 8 because we got introduced to a whole new thing. We're going back and forth. There's a lot of action. Like I was just like, okay, where we at now? We in Atlanta? Or we in Detroit? You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I see what's going on. And being that I had to watch it at least 4 times just to make sure I knew who was who. Yeah, I had to give it a strong 8 out the gate. All right, so. Real quick, family, definitely drop your comments below. What did you rate the show, family? Let me see. My man DeMarcus Vaughn says he did a solid 8 as well. Monique, 69 Ways, she did a 7. Okay, cool. Absolutely. Yeah, 4 times, 4 joints. You know, listen, when I host, come on, you should know me by now. When I host, I got to make sure I'm on point, okay? I can't be calling nobody Dexter when their name is Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't I know y'all going to get me. Y'all going to be like, VACAY, that wasn't his name. You know, y'all going to get on me about that. So, you know, I got to stay on point. Jay Money Berkeley says he gives it a 10. Salute to you, man. You definitely must like BMF, man. So we appreciate you being here as well, brother. Definitely share this out. Hit that like button. All right. Yeah. So I want to know real quick before we really get into it, fam, and definitely drop your comments below. Hit that like button as you already know. What was your greatest surprises and greatest disappointments? You know, just off the top, your greatest surprise, like, and your greatest, like, oh man, that could have been done a little bit better. Just off the top.
I guess the greatest surprise was seeing Neo.
Okay.
But if we're strictly talking about just kind of like the storyline, I think the greatest surprise is that Terry is going to stay and try to make a family with Markeisha up in Detroit rather than joining his brother. I feel like they're strongest together. So I don't know how this living apart, you know, situation would be. I guess my greatest disappointment was the whole drama between Terry's baby mama and Markeisha. I thought I could have done without that part.
Got you. Yeah, that's been an ongoing thing. Like T is just mad messy. We gonna get into that. My greatest surprise was not really, but kind of like your man Meech came through to the A to let people know he knocking cats out. Like, listen, I'm here to stay. Like, I was surprised that he just knocked dude out in the club, no talking, no nothing, just pow. We gonna get into that. You know what I mean? But from what I heard, you know, again, I remember seeing BMF back in the late 80s, early 2000s. Like Meech, Big Meech was no joke. You know what I'm saying? And definitely when it came down to family, he was no joke. So salute to him. So my greatest disappointment, I gotta think about that. Because I mean, you know, I can go along the lines of saying, yeah, you know, the whole Markeisha thing and the whole down. I could do that too. My greatest disappointment was Kevin, Bryant's son, going to juvie, and that's a disappointment. I was very disappointed in that. Even though we know what happened last season. If you haven't watched BMF, family, just know, you know, last season, you know, your boy Detective Bryant, who was chasing after Meech and T, his son got the strap, took out his bully, and now he's in juvie. So that was very disappointing to me, but it is what it is. All right, let's get into it, fam, because I got mad notes. We got a whole lot to get into, a little bit of time. Are you ready, family? Are you ready, Ashley?
Let's get it. I'm ready.
All right. Let's get it. Cause I'm just like, man, listen, there's a lot going on. So we are starting off 2007, Detroit versus everybody, fam. Detroit versus everybody. And yeah, it was a strong beginning. We seeing that Meech is talking to T, and they in the lockup, and they saying how, you know what, man, you know, this is your fault because, you know, like you was talking. Oh, there you go again. Congratulations. All right. You part of the story too. So, oh yeah, season 4, guys, is coming back. Salute to them.
Period.
Okay. So we're starting off with Meech and T, and I'm like, okay, this is the grown Meech and T. Like, all right, okay. And they're just blaming each other. Man, Meech, you too flashy with your boys. And the Meech is like, listen, like if it wasn't for you talking on that phone and they tapped your phone, like we wouldn't be here. They have nothing on me, but they got everything on you. What did you think about this beginning scene of them going back and forth? And Meech just saying like, yo, no other brother, no other man, black man out there had a 22-year run like this.
It wasn't luck. That's what he said. This wasn't luck. Listen, Meech said, I'm flashy, but I'm smart. I wasn't the one being wild on these phone calls while they were tapped. I appreciated the interaction because we know that these two, right, from womb to tomb, they're gonna be down for each other no matter what. And I think in this situation, Meech was speaking good sense and reason. He's like, we're not gonna have our parents, especially our mama, right, have us go away for life. So you fasting and praying, but I'm telling you, the Lord told me we about to sign this plea deal. So we know we can set a clear expectation of when we're coming home. I respected it. I felt like it was a brotherly situation. Meech was like, look, I will whoop you in here because this is what we need to do. But yeah, I mean, like Meech said, it wasn't luck. He's been strategic this whole time. And I loved in this episode because we talk about Terry in prior seasons and how smart he is academically, right? He could have went all the way, but rarely did they talk about how smart Meech was. And I feel like this episode, even from his vision being down in Atlanta, I think Meech really showed himself to be brilliant as well. So I appreciate his direction.
Absolutely. I mean, shout out to the legend. I mean, these guys are legendary, period. And yeah, like we're going to get into this. I love this season because this is the season where we really start to see Meech and T flourish, right? Because now they're in Atlanta and then the music thing comes about. Now, again, I was in the music industry back then, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So, I kind of watched them and saw them move up. So, I'm interested to find out, but let's get into the episode, family. Let's go. So it starts off with that. And now we go to Markeisha, boy. Your boy Saint, right? That's her husband's right-hand man, wants to pop T for messing around with Markeisha. T is going crazy. Oh my God, hold on, don't die. Right? I mean, did you see this coming? Like, if you watched last season, did you see this coming? Because he did warn him, like, yo, I'm messing with my man's wife. That's his wife. Did you see it coming?
Yeah. Because I feel like when people tell you what they're going to do it. Like, you don't get warning in these shows for no reason. He said, listen, leave him alone. Leave his girl alone. Leave his B alone is what the man said, right? I saw it coming. And I always felt like, this hurt Markeisha this time. But if Terry continues with Markeisha, it's not a good look. I feel like she is just the worst possible thing for Terry.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel that way, but your boy Terry's in love, man. He's in love. He's like, love? Man, I'll do anything for, even though you're married to another man. Is it love? I mean, he is still young, right? He's like, what, 18, 19 years old at this point?
And your whole baby mama is pregnant with your second child. Concurrently.
Okay.
Like, is it love? I think she just put something on him. Well, the baby mama tried to put the root on him last season, right? She and her mama, that didn't work. So she's extra salty. Markeisha, I feel like, just put the good cat on him. I think that's what it boiled down to. I think he's just never had anything like that before because we know Markeisha is a woman of a certain age. Yes. She probably just showed him some things he'd never seen before.
Definitely showed him some things. I mean, she put it on your boy. Your boy is like head over heels about to take people out in the whole nine, right? So, I mean, the family comes to the hospital like, are you okay? Okay. And all he's talking about is Markeisha. And Wanda goes off. She's like, listen, man, you shouldn't be messing with her. You should, you know what I'm saying? And Lucille made a little like comment, a little shady, like you bet. Yeah. Apple don't fall too far from the tree, right? Right, Charles? Charles like, this ain't the time. This ain't But I was pretty touched by the fact that Nicole's like, yo, you being real stupid right now. Like, seriously, like, Meech moved away. You messing with this lady. She's married. I don't want to lose you. And he's trying to reassure her that, everything's going to be all right. I mean, you see the blood on his hands and his forehead. I mean, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Okay. So, yeah, he's going crazy. Yo, I gotta strike back, man. You know what I'm saying? The street's gonna think I'm soft if I don't strike back. And me just trying to calm him down, like, yo, just breathe, little brother, breathe. Like, really, like, we can't do this right now. We got too much going on. This ain't your wife. You know what I mean? Like,
that part.
he called him Tender D, right? He got a tender.
Yeah.
What you think about this?
Yeah, because Terry is doing the most. Like, you ready to risk it all. Like, okay, I get it. Oh boy was gonna be a problem, but Terry's not a killer. Like Big Meech said, that's not in you, sir. Like, that's not your expertise. That's not your lane. And again, we have to see Meech cleaning up everything. You know what I mean? Cleaning up the messes. Because Terry's just out here being ruled by his peen.
He's emotional, right? He's like super emotional. Like, he doesn't want anything to happen to her. I mean, he can't. Okay, so there was some violence going on between, Markeisha and her husband, right? So it seems like he's trying to be the Captain Saver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like still in that mode, trying to just be there like that. But Meech is like, nah, dog. Like, you bugging, right? So here we are with Greeny Green, your boy. Your boy, they got the wig. Tell me, and I ain't no disrespect to my man Tyler Perry, but is this close to a Tyler Perry wig? Because we know your man is bald.
I want to say that this is much better. This is a full glue unit. It looks like of maybe full 360 lace. I felt like this was head and shoulders above anything we've seen Tyler Perry do. With the men folks. I feel like this is a decent unit. I feel like it was, what they say, melted. You see that hairline? I feel like that lace was melted thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Better than Tyler Perry. Okay. I mean, listen, Star's got a little bit of money. I mean, Tyler Perry got money too, but I don't think he puts it in that department. Whatever. We're not talking about Tyler Perry, but full man unit. And we got Greeny Green, right? So Meech is in Atlanta, talking to Greeny Green, trying to make a deal so he can wash his money, right? Greeny Green has some liquor stores and some other spots and some strip clubs and stuff like that, right? So, it's like, hey, listen, I want 15 and 5 or 10 forever, whatever, but come with me over to this Platinum Palace, right? So, yeah, we go from the Magic City to the Platinum Palace. So we over there. Meech is like, yo, I want that one to dance with. I want that one. Nah, she busy. And your boy signals to the girl, like, go to the NBA cats. And he's like, yo, Meech, that's where the money's at. Like, I know you the new D-boy, and you got this bread. And Meech is like, yo, man, they gotta ask for the money. I'm liquid. Like, so I gotta ask nobody for my money, So it is what it is. But let's get to it. We are at Platinum Palace. And your boy meets up with the new crew. Now, again, this is another reason why I had to watch it 4 times, because we got like 80 new dudes that's down with the crew, right? So who do we got, man? We got, let me look at my notes, right? We got, let me pull up my notes. We got Duffy, we got Dice, we got, 2 Chainz who's playing Stacks, right? And we find out that 2 Chainz who plays Stacks, he was Ty Washington's baby mama uncle, okay? And then we got Rip, who is a rapper, okay? So and then we got the girl in the middle. I had to block that out, right? So what do you think about this new crew? I mean, do they look solid? You think they're going to run with them? What you think?
Yeah, I feel like this scene in particularly, we really kind of got to see if there are going to be some riders. And from what I can see, they definitely are. They didn't ask no questions. They followed lead. They stepped in line immediately. But we know, right, with these shows, things can go left very quickly. Right. But I feel like they're solid. Much respect. I like the chemistry already between them, and it does seem like mutual respect. I even liked how, who'd you say 2 Chainz? What's his name? Because
his name is Stacks.
Stacks. I feel like even Stacks kind of letting Meech know later in the episode kind of how he felt about things. I felt like that was still on the up and up. As long as I don't see anything shisty behind somebody's back, if we can still, converse face to face, air our grievances, I think this crew could be solid. I do. Okay. I like this for Meech. I like this look for him.
Yeah. I mean, they seem pretty solid. And at the same time, like, Sterling back in Detroit. Sterling is down with the PAs, but now he's down with BMF and the whole nine. And we'll talk about Sterling later. He told Duffy that Meech was there. So I like how, they co-sign, yo, my man's coming down. He gonna take care of y'all. And it does happen. Meech notices that Stacks has the chain, has Ty Washington's chain. He's like, yo, how do you, whole nine. So, again, there's a closer bond with Ty Washington. And I guess that's why Stacks is so, like you listen, I got to make sure everything's on point because I'm taking care of Ty's kids, right? So we see, let me make sure I get it right because I say his name backwards. We see Remy Ranson, okay? Remy Ranson of the East Side Boys, right? The whole other connection. We saw him before. He was at Freaknik messing around, and your boy Meech kind of stopped him and some other cat, and they almost got into it. So Meech sees Remy Ranson, and actually Stacks does. He's like, yo, there go that boom, like, and like, yeah, I don't like him. He the one that took out Ty. So Meech and them, they roll over. Period. Bam, no questions.
Not even a look, not even a second glance. It was on and popping. I was here for it. Get him, get him. Get him. Get him.
Let me find out. Let me find out Ashley from the streets, yo. Let me find out. You know what I mean? Let me find out, right? So your boy Meech goes in, you know what I mean? Like, no questions asked. You took out our boy. You took out the fam. Ty was like a brother to him. I mean, they going in. He grabbing bottles. I mean, and in the whole, narration, he's like, yo, we from the D. Like, nobody messes with the D. We got to let them know this is how it's going down. Okay. So after the fact, we see that people, they praising Meech, like, yo, Meech ain't even ask no question. He down, like he down for us, right? But it seemed like Stats a little jealous. What do you think about this whole scene right here?
I think it's still him feeling Meech out. It's like, okay, you knew my nephew kind of in law, right? But who are you really? What are you really on? I think he's kind of still looking at Meech, what's your motivation? What are you really trying to do here? When people come around you, bad things happen. I think it's still just laying out his feelers. That's what I think that's about, being cautious. And I'm with him when he's right, because you don't know Meech from a can of paint yet. So I think it'll be one of those things where he proves himself over time.
Absolutely. I mean, he did say that, Ty never spoke of Meech. You know what I'm saying? Never spoke to him. And I guess, he was like an uncle. So if he didn't hear about him, he's like, yo, I don't trust this guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trouble follows you. So I'm out. You know what I mean? And when he's out, that's not a good thing because we find out that Stacks has the whole distribution, the manpower and everything to move this thing. And without him, it's going to be real hard to move all the product that's about to come down to Atlanta. Right? Okay.
Yep.
So we got your boy, Remy Ranson. Okay. What type of name is that, man?
I don't know, but I wish he would do something with this. The locks it might be time for him to go. The locks, it might just be time. It might just be time.
How'd I know you was gonna say that? Because I was thinking the same thing, but I'm just like, I'm gonna stick with the story. I know Ashley probably gonna mention, this. Maybe he needed an extra man unit on this. Maybe a little frontal. I don't know. Right, but we find out that he's like the Robin Hood of his hood. Right, we find out that dude is making lunches for the kids, and
was it really lunch?
Yeah, I know we're gonna get into that, but yes, he's making lunch for the kids, and he's giving them encouraging words and saying, you guys are gonna be stars and all this and that, and da 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 da. What did you think it was? Being that we talking about the lunches, what was in that bag? What do you think?
I'm pressed and confused, and this is what took me to Google, and I still didn't find the answers that I was seeking, because at first I was like, oh Lord. At first I thought, okay, maybe lunch, because it seems like he loved the kids. You know what I mean? That's the impression that we were given. But then he was like, and make sure you give everybody at school a taste. And I was like, oh man,
that part
so good. But then when the Red Dogs or whoever they were came and looked in the bags, they handed the bags back to the kids. So I was like, what was really in the bags?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, there was something in those sandwiches or whatever. And it was like, make sure you share it. I think this is kind of like the early stages of feeding and turning kids into fiends. It's like, oh, I like that sandwich. Give me more of that sandwich. Meanwhile, they're going to grow up and get older and then become like, little crackheads or whatever. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking.
It was nefarious.
Yeah, Officer King and Hardy. Yeah. We're going to get to that. But yes, the Red Dogs come. And what does it stand for? Run every rug dealer out of Georgia, man. Mm-hmm. And that's real. That was a real thing back then. That was a real thing in Georgia. And they was beating them down, the whole nine, the East Side crew, and all of that, man. Crazy,
I think it's so interesting because around this time we had Freaknik, but then also this was right before the Olympics went to Georgia, right? And so they were having this big push to clean up, kind of gentrify these areas to make it presentable for the people. So.
Absolutely. And that was a concern of the little boy. The little boy was like, yeah, I heard that they was trying to move us out. And he was like, yo, we family, they can't separate family and the whole nine, but still like these cats just came to beat down these guys, period. That's it. Like for what? Crazy. Like
just he said, can you let the kids just come out a distance real quick so you don't beat us down in front of them?
Right. And he was like, F them kids. Like, I'm like, dang, yo. That's my man. That's my man right there. He was in Tyler Perry's Ruthless as well. And then he got killed off. So now he's here. So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's talk about it. The two lovebirds, man. These guys are gonna make it. They're gonna make it. No, they're not. No. No, they're not. I mean, what did you think about what was said? So what was said was, it's gonna be all right, baby. I felt it in your hug that you still love me and the whole nine. And she's like, I want to move forward with this divorce. What did you think about this scene right here?
Well, first of all, I feel like, Charles, your lunch is never going to be ready. Lucille is completely done with you. Okay. Mm-hmm. But what grinds my gears more than anything, more than the infidelity, more than all of that, is the fact that Charles still has them living in this raggedy house with all these unfinished projects. That's the thing that bothers me. But as far as this scene goes, get out, Charles. Go in the other room, Charles. Sleep on the couch, Charles. There's nothing Charles has to offer. He's not paying no bills. This Meech house. Meech pay the bills. What do you do, Charles? Except for sleep with women like 5-minute intervals. It's just you're not bringing anything to the table. I hope he exits stage left very soon. Yeah. I don't see what he's bringing. It's disappointing.
So look, just to be fair to Two Pump Chuck, okay. The first time, like I said, the first time he had blue balls, and when he went on with Mabel, he busted real quick. Okay, all right, that's granted. Okay, that's granted. We adults.
What about the second time?
Second time, he went all in. I mean, look, he had the whole statue rocking on the couch. You know what I mean? He was in the couch. So, she said, nah. But nah. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. It's pretty much done. Like, it's a wrap. And what she said that really kind of like sealed the deal for me was, every time I look at you, all I see is you inside Mabel. Not you and Mabel, but you inside Mabel. That's what she said. I was like, dang.
That's what she said. You got to imagine, though, you've been with this man since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They were probably teenagers when they were together. They built this life, this family, struggled together. He got this lady working at Wendy's at her big age. And you have the audacity when I'm trying to make it work. I'm working all these hours to try to make ends meet because your projects aren't coming to fruition, and then you go up the street and sleep with this heifer and I got to hear back about it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's embarrassment. Like, you didn't only just, you weren't just unfaithful. I think it was the shame, the embarrassment. I got to look at this woman now. Everybody knows. Like, no. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean, not only did he go down the street and get his pumps on, I mean, this dude was fixing fans. Like, he was doing everything he was supposed to do in his own quote unquote house, right? So yeah. It's over, man. And your girl about to get her groove on. I'm looking forward to seeing how she move on. You know what I mean? What up to Affinity TV in the building? Yeah, mad new characters. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, man. Crazy. So absolutely it's a wrap. She's at Wendy's. It's a shame, right? All right, let's get it popping. So again, one of my most disappointing was Kevin, man. I feel so sorry for Kevin, man. Like seriously. And I'm mad. I'm seriously mad with Bryant. I'm seriously mad with Bryant. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm mad with Bryant because he's busy chasing Meech, busy chasing T, chasing these little kids, these teenagers, right? Trying to do his job. I get it, but you're not even taking the bully out that's bullying your son. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah, let his own son slip through the cracks because of his weird vendetta. It's like, let that stuff go. Why are you obsessed with Meech? Worry about your child. Because he was struggling before we had all the signs last season that something like this was going to happen. You know what I mean? And it was just like, oh, but I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. So Bryant hates himself. He don't really hate Meech. Bryant hates himself at this point. He got to feel all the weight of this. And then what's going to happen to this baby when he gets around people? It's been nice that they've been able to keep him in isolation up to this point, but we know what's going to happen when he goes to juvie.
Man, I hope not.
That's heartbreaking.
I hope. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. And you know, he's still, you could tell he's still innocent, right? Minded. Like his mindset is so innocent. He don't know nothing about no jail. He don't know nothing about juvie. He don't know nothing about the streets. You know what I'm saying? So for him to get the blicky out of the safe, to be like, I got to protect myself because my own dad ain't even protecting me. Like, it was bound to happen. But again, I'm mad at Kevin. Not Kevin. I'm mad at Bryant because he wasn't even supposed to have that weapon in his safe. That was a murder weapon. You know what I'm saying? So
all because he's trying to prove something. He's trying to get them by any means necessary. And, you know, I mean, it sucks to say, but, you know, kids pay for the sins of the father at times. And it seems like this is just one of those things. I will say this, in addition to that, even knowing what his son is up against, Bryant hasn't sat down and schooled him on how to survive in juvenile or what he could anticipate. Like, you still haven't put him up on game. So it's like, what are you really doing, Bryant?
Yeah, like you wait till last minute, like right when they walking him away to say, don't do this, don't do that. Nah, man, you knew this where it was going. You didn't have a lawyer. You don't even got money for a lawyer. You knew this is where it was going. And again, I'm mad at Brian. And so is Jen. Jen is mad too, because not only did he get suspended, but she got suspended from Draco, right? The whole, you know, operation. And he's like, man, I got you know, I got to get my son out. I don't really care. Like, yeah, I smashed it. I hit it, but I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but she's like, you're going to figure it out.
Busting it wide open anyway.
Yeah, exactly. He was definitely breaking it down. You know, definitely breaking it down. What's going on? Shout out to Brees. Hey, Brees, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for that super chat. You know, I got to show you some love. Absolutely show you some love. You know how I do. All right, you know how I do.
For your contribution and bringing that vacay energy.
Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Definitely hit that like button, share. You know how we get down. But yes, Jen is upset, and I don't know if she's gonna clean things up or not. But let's move on. All right, so yeah, we got T and we got Hoop. And T and Hope, you know, they kind of going at it. Like, T is trying to be there for T, trying to be his right hand man, or whatever the case is. But, you know, again, when T is moving like a little switch, it ain't like the best type of dude you want to follow. You know what I'm saying? But who? Huh?
I said, he said, let me call Meech real quick.
Yeah, right. You know, he get mad. Like, why ain't Meech calling me? I'm just saying I'm the messenger, man. You know what I'm saying? He want me to bring this stuff down, and, you know, we gonna get the money back or whatever. So, you know, he want to be like the man, but he always been second in command. Even though it was like, yeah, womb to the tune, we doing this together. Really, Meech was kind of heading everything up. But now he got his own thing. So we're gonna see what happens with that. So we got a new partner. All right. And yes, you like her?
I do. I actually do. Jen gets on my nerves. Jen is in line and synonymous with a lot of the characters we get from these franchises. Yeah. Very unlikable, not of the people, just whatever. This new detective, I like her. I don't know. I probably just like her maybe because of the diversity aspect. But I don't know. Something about her I like. I like how she checked Jen immediately. Like, look, I could have went I could have did anything. I could have been anything with my background. I could have been that, but I chose to do this. This is my passion. I think that immediately kind of set her up like, you're going to respect me, ma'am. And I like that about her.
Yeah. She definitely checked her. I mean, she is, for those that don't know, she is Detective Kobe Amberson. Okay. She is the daughter of Congressman Amberson, which Detective Jen kind of was like, are you related? Yeah, you must be related. You're entitled. And just like you said, she did check her like, I ain't entitled. I could have did anything. And, she's like, I don't even talk to my parents anymore because, they trying to do all this and that, you know what I'm saying? And the whole nepotism thing. And I don't want that. She wants to earn it on her own, which I like. That's the part I do like about Amberson, that she wants to earn it on her own, don't want to be given anything. I like that part. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Let's see. All right. So they're being told that they have to go and talk to the side piece of Terry Flenory, right? And Jen is mad because she's like, yo, I was on the investigation. Y'all only getting all this information from K9. They mentioned K9 too, right? And they're like, yo, the only reason why y'all got K9 is because of what me and Bryant did, right? So she's pretty pissed off that she was taken off the case because of what Bryant did. But it is what it is, okay? All right.
Lay down with dogs.
Yep. That's it. So we back in Atlanta again. Like I said, I was confused. I was like, okay, we in Detroit, we in Atlanta. Where we at now? Okay, so we in Atlanta and they doing music now, right? So this guy, Rip is the young guy, right? So Rip is the guy, in the orange glass. Let me see if I can go back. He's the guy in the glasses right here. And at the club, this guy right there, that guy on the right hand of Meech. So he's a little rapper, little young guy. Yeah. He take me, let me pull up my sleeves. You know what I'm saying? So he ready to get down. Young buck, he ready to go, but he's also a rapper as well. And he's pretty impressive. Meech is like, yo, this guy, you get down, and he's giving them like little tips like, yo, if you going to do this music, do the music. Like, don't waste your talent. Like, you don't need to be in the streets and doing music. So I like that about Meech. That he's like, yo, listen, my father, we got a record store, when it's time, I'm going to hook you up, but you can't be in the streets. So I like that part about Meech. What do you think about that?
Same. I was like, that's respect, Meech. He was like, listen, your gifts are for you to use. Use them. Don't get caught up in this mess. And I love that. And I also love how now we're getting to see music incorporated in this whole life, because we know historically it's been synonymous, right? This game. Right. And music go hand in hand. So I'm loving that we get to see other sides of this new crew, and they're putting their talents to use. So I'm absolutely here for that. Also, that's always indicative of a good leader when you can cultivate talent and see talent in your people. So I think that's a good sign for Meech in what we'll see from him throughout the season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that part because we're going to see him really, like, he's always been about family, right? From the womb to the tomb, from the streets, and now we're going to take it into the music industry. Like, that's the part that I actually was introduced to BMF, was the music side, and how he marketed and took care. That's when I found out about BMF. So here we go. We're back at home. And Mama Lucille, man, looking good in her little Wendy's outfit. I mean, she looking kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely holler, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing, miss? I heard on the street that you and your mans is not doing too well, but I will holler, you know what I mean? Because
he got you working at the Wendy's?
Yeah, working at the Wendy's, man. Like, I'm surprised she ain't the manager at this point, but, she's talking to Charles, and they're like, yo, the church is talking. We need a new church, and I'm tired of people talking about our kids and how they lucked up and how T almost got shot. And it's like, I want to change churches. Now, here's my question to you. Pastor Swift, he loves some Lucille, okay? What do you think Pastor Swift's reaction is going to be when it's like, we want to change churches?
He's going to be like, if the stuff ain't working out at home, you know who to come see. That's what Pastor Swift going to be like. No, but he's going to be like, Lucille, don't let this man take you away from God, the man of God. This is where you're supposed to be. That's what that's the man of God. Yes, that's what he's gonna come up with. But I feel her. It's embarrassing at this point. Everything that their whole family has done, from the infidelity to the sons to everything else, just laid bare. And we know they talk. We know they talking. And so I get it. It's probably untenable for Lucille at this point.
Absolutely.
And I feel for her because, you know, what do you do? What do you do?
Right. People talking, keep talking. They ain't gonna stop talking. They're not gonna stop talking. What up, family? Definitely hit that like button. Our CIC, thank you for coming through. Definitely hit that like button, share. And if you're finding us for the very first time, definitely hit that subscribe button. You know how we do. Again, we are covering BMF episode 1 of season 3. We are back. I'm here with Ashley of My Sweet Perspective, and I am VACAY-JayTV. Again, we are resetting the room. Here we go. All right. So now, man, oh man, oh man. This is the part. I believe this is the part, right? Yeah, this is the part where Roland comes in. If I'm correct, isn't this the part where Roland comes in with the grocery? Yeah. Oh man, Charles was mad. He was like, you got a key? Yeah, you know, Meech told me to bring some groceries. You know what I'm saying? I brought some steaks, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, all right. And your man was pissed off. Charles, man, what'd you think about? Yo, I don't know what you heard.
Charles just need to ease on to the left side. Like I said, that's Meech house. Meech run that house. Right. Charles.
Right.
Sit down somewhere for me. I just don't. You know, he takes all of the, and it's probably ego, right? And being the man of the house or whatever, and you're being out-earned, outshined by your sons. You know what I mean? They're basically sunning you, giving this young man a key to your home to provide sustenance for your family. It's got to be emasculating. But Charles, step up, paint them walls, Charles. Finish the project around the house, Charles. Stop having my good sis live in squalor. That's all I'm saying. I'm done with Charles.
Damn.
No pity.
Yeah. Definitely was ego. And I mean, this is my house. All right. We're going to see how much of your house it is. Okay. All right. So here we go. So the birds came down and Meech is now talking to Stacks again. Now, again, you know, back in the studio, when they was in the studio, your boy definitely was just like, yo, we need Stacks. We need him because he has everything as far as the distribution. And what Meech said was, you know, I learned that you're going to get more with honey than vinegar or something like that, right? So he makes the pot sweeter. So, yo, I usually give you these bricks for 30, but I'm going to give it to you for 25. I'd rather cut my profits because I know you're taking care of Ty Washington's kids.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, then. Took it and ran with it. Let's do this, right? So, yeah, that's love. Like, Meech is smart. Big Meech is super smart, you know what I mean? So I thought that was very clever of him, you know, to do that, you know? So, okay, we going to get it popping. All right, here we go with Jen and Amberson, and they go see your girl, Markeisha. Now, I thought this was, again, a little funny that they was trying to question her about, you know, Saint and all this and that. And, you know, it's just like, well, why are you talking to me if you know that is this guy that try to take me and T out? Like, why are you talking to me? And she's like, well, you need to tell us something about, you know, Terry. And she's like, is the D that good?
She said,
What's she say? Go ahead. What's she say?
Did she say worth every inch or something like that? She said worth every piece. I said, well,
ma'am.
Well, now
we know.
Now we understand. But Markeisha in this moment, and you know, I'm not a Markeisha fan. I feel like she would be the demise of Terry. I just do not trust Markeisha. But in this moment, she stood on big business. Okay, she stood on it. Ooh. However, I don't want us to ever forget this meeting or encounter because I think we might. This is just an early prediction.
Oh, hold on. Early prediction. Let's go.
Early prediction that we might see Markeisha talking to them people again at some point.
Now, when you say talking to them again, do you mean like snitching?
Potentially.
Oh, okay. That was Ashley's prediction. Let's see. It's an early prediction. Let's see what happens. See if that comes through. Okay. Yes, she said every inch. Now get the F out of here, right? I was like, damn. Okay. Why she asked her that? Like, but that's how you know she a rookie, right? Like, she's a super rookie. You don't be asking like a witness, oh, is the D that good? What, you trying to get some, Miss Amberson? You know what I'm saying? Like, little freak.
She might. You might. Terry fine. Young Terry fine. So, I mean, you know, I get it.
Well, I mean, I guess the legend said that as well, because when Da Vinci was in an interview and he said that the actual Terry Flenory is like, yo, man, after the first season, man, you make me look sexy. So I guess he agrees too that, you know, Da Vinci's doing this thing. Okay. So as we move on, we got Meech, we got Duffy, and we got Dice, right? So now they gave Dice the work. Okay. And Dice is going to sell it on Remy Ranson's area, the east side. And he tells the story. What do you say?
Is it Techwood? Is that the name of the project?
Techwood, yes. Techwood, okay. There you go. Yep, Techwood. Eastside Techwood, yep. And he's the Robin Hood of Techwood. So he tells him that he is the Robin Hood of Techwood and tells him about the story about his brother being found, how he was tied up, beat down, killed, and all this and that. And yeah, you know, the people in the area respect Remy or Remy Ranson. And it's going to be hard to get the product through there, but he's going to let them know. I'm like, I don't know if this was a foreshadowing or not, because he's pretty much telling them like, yo, I'm going to try. I'm going to let you know. Did you think what was going to happen? We'll get to the end, but.
It's always interesting to me when they want to endear the antagonist to us, right? And so throughout this whole episode, when they talked about Remy, they're like, he's paying people's rent and he's paying for the funeral and he's buying groceries. And so we already knew that he was well loved in his community. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if people are willing to ride for Remy at this point, if he's doing all of this for the community. I think probably for selfish reasons, but nevertheless, he's doing it and the people love him. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely for selfish reasons. I mean, you think about it, if you got a whole mob behind you and they going to do anything because you made sure the kids were fed and you made sure the funeral was taken care of, you made sure, like, absolutely, you get a whole community behind you, ain't nothing stopping you, for real. Like, he can run for mayor if he wanted to, and the people come out and vote for him, right? So yeah, this goes down. So they get a page. Wow. A beeper page. Wow. Rip is ready. Beep, beep, beep. Rip is ready. We got to pick up this money. So let's go back to the D. And Sterling finds out exactly where Saint is. Now, the conversation that happened with Sterling and Meech that I didn't get to is that Meech doesn't want T to pull any triggers. He wants to keep his hands clean and the whole nine. And Sterling is like, all right, I'm going to stay true to that. So what do you think about this scene right here where Sterling's like, listen, I'm going to take care of it. Nobody needs to know.
I think it was just respect, of course, and saving face. I think Meech never wants to, I don't think Meech wants to emasculate his brother or make his brother feel like he's not up to something or can't do something. So I think this was respect as well. And just another way we see Meech looking out for his family. Terry felt like it needed to be done. It kind of did need to be done, or they were always going to be looking over their shoulders, he and Markeisha at least. So it was respect in my eyes. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good move. I mean, what he said was, you know, you a big dog. You got to keep your hands clean. At this point, you are the number one in BMF. So let us handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we handle it anyway. So let us do it. You don't have to be the one to take him out. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely was respect. And I always liked Sterling, though. Sterling has always been like a stand-up dude, always ready to rock, always ready to do whatever it takes. So I like Sterling. So absolutely. All right. So here we go. Pang, pang, boom, boom. Here we go. Yep, it's happening. Whole bunch of crazy play gets down. Your boy Rip is trying to bring the money to the car. And yeah, the Remy Ranson crew, the Techwood project crew tries to take him out. Blow, blow, bang, bang. Rip gets hit. Meech, man, they got me, man. He drops the bag. Run to the car, get him in the car, boom. And then the MKs come out. The Miami Thrillers. I call them Miami Thrillers and not the K, right? So they start popping off. Right, so they take out the Remy Ranson guys, the Techwood guys, and now they start shooting at Meech and Duffy and Rip. Okay, they got to get up out of there. I mean, what's funny to me is that Duffy's kind of narrating. Oh yeah, here comes the MKs, and they're about to reload. Yeah, right. He's kind of narrating the whole scene. Like, bro, we could see that, bro. What'd you think about this whole scene going on here?
Listen, I was here because one thing about Meech, he's never gonna drop a bag. He said, "You go in reverse, I'm gonna scoop this." I said, "Now that's some coordination." Do you hear me? Scooping up that bag the way he did. But I'm like, this is a war zone. It was definitely giving the Zoes, yes, in Florida. Like it was off some real live. Yeah, I was like, they're really reloading these semi-automatic weapons or automatic weapons. I don't know, but it was a war zone. But yeah, Meech never drops a bag. I thought it was telling. I thought it was a beautiful metaphor for his career in the game. I'm picking up all the bags.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was action packed. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, definitely action packed. I mean, so here's my thing, right? What I saw was a couple of things from Meech. What you said about the bag, but also that he's going to make sure his people's taken care of. Once again, he didn't have to go and get out the car and go get Rip and get him in the car. He didn't have to do that. They could have easily backed up, got the bag, got out of there. Rip would have been done. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's just another display that Meech is definitely out for the people and the bag. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make sure you good, but we going to make sure we get this bag too. So I thought it was pretty courageous. This was crazy. Like, this was crazy.
And I got confused for a minute because I said, now the people shooting at each other. I said, well, they said Tech was more important, I guess more of a threat. So they took them out first and then was going to get Meech. They want everything. They want all of the territory, apparently.
Right.
So does this beg an alliance, right, between Detroit and the Techwood people?
Well, you know, that was the plan. Again, we're going to get to it, but the plan again was to take out Remy and the Techwood through Glock and the MKs. That's the plan, but we see further along, it didn't really go through. But one of their people's got popped. Again, the Robin Hood of Techwood is like, yo, send them some food. We got this, da-da-da-da-da. Again, they trying to humanize this dude for me. And, you know, I don't know. I think possibly, again, this might be a prediction, right? It's prediction time. Early predictions, maybe Remy Ranson and Techwood people might line up with Meech. You never know. That may be the twist. They're setting this up to be like, yeah, they're at war with each other. But I think the MKs are going to be a bigger threat to both of them. So they may end up lining up together. That's my early predictions. All right. Yeah, okay, let's go. Okay. All right. So we see that your boy definitely Robin Hood of his hood. Okay. So again, this is the plan. This is what I was talking about as far as Meech saying, listen, I want to line up Glock and the MKs to go against the Remy Ranson people. Right. We'll see what happens. There's a party going on Sunday night. Let's go see them. Let's go talk to them. Da-da-da-da. Right. Here we go. Another sad moment, man. Another sad moment. Again, I didn't like this at all. I didn't like seeing this. Like, he has no idea what he's about to get into. And for for Bryant to be like, give me this, give me that. Don't ask questions. Don't let him see you cry. It was just like, What'd you think
all of a sudden, but you didn't prepare this young man his whole life, right? You didn't even prepare him to stand up to a bully at school. Like, it's just sick in lack of parenting. What I think Bryant could do now, Bryant been kind of dirty at points in his life. He got to know somebody in that juvenile potentially that he can pay to look out for him or something. He need to make some kind of way for his child because Kevin is so ill prepared to face anything he's about to see in there. So I'm a hope and pray that somebody steps in and gets him some protection while he's in there.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, he got to know somebody, right? Got to know somebody on the inside. Like, unless Brian's just been an a-hole all of his life, like all of his career, and just not really lining up with other cops and other people, and just like, I'm the head guy in charge of all these investigations. You know, they stand together. The blue stands together, but some blue, they don't stand with other blues because, you know, they know that he's corrupt. And now that he's suspended, that doesn't look good either. You know, so I'm
thinking he knows some criminals because he was corrupt in the first couple seasons. So I'm like, surely he knows somebody bad in there, or you know, who can he can pay a little bit of something weekly.
Well, it's juvie, right? It's juvie, so it's a whole bunch of kids. Like, I don't think he knows too many kids besides the ones that he's been chasing. Nah.
He was harassing them.
Well, that's why they going to harass Kevin. He was like, what? Who's your father? Oh, that dude, Bryant? Oh, I hate your father. Boom. Punch him in the eye just for nothing. You know what I mean? So your girl gets better. She's like, hey, I'm good. I'm just going to keep the benches is good. Right? Okay, that's wonderful. Guess what I did? I put money down on this big ass house. And we're going to live in it. It's going to be the family. It's going to be me, you, and the family. What did you think about this right here? Because I was like, dude.
I think, Terry, take care of your own kid. Like, it's just, he's asking for it with his ex. He is asking for the absolute worst with her. Because how you going to be with this chick who the lady already called her old? She said with that old half fight it. But I mean, you going to have her a brand new house, this big, fabulous house, I'm sure, and then raise her kids while you got her living with your parents, with y'all two babies. Like, be for real, Terry. I need Terry to do better. Unless you're going to make them sister wives and you can have them all both in the house together. I don't know.
Right. I don't think that's going to happen. Sister wives, I don't think that'll ever happen.
It's problematic.
Your girl, Wanda, despises her. We're going to get to that. We're going to definitely get to that because that's about to go down right now. But I thought, just like you said earlier, she put it on T. She put that magic on your boy, and he's like, I would do anything in the world for you. I pay $1 million to get you out of here. I would do you want me to get on my knees? You want me to do what you want me to do? I lick your boots. I lick your food. I lick your feet. Like, he's gonna do whatever it takes to do whatever for her because the coochie's that good. So
drink her bathwater. Yeah, that's what it's
exactly. Like. Exactly. So here we are, family dinner. Lord, thank you. Thank you for the food that Meech you got me. Look at your boy's face. He's like,
that's it.
Once again, emasculated. What you think about this right here, man?
It tickled me. I was like, go ahead, Lucille. Tell the truth and shame the devil on tonight in the prayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It tickled me because she's taking every opportunity she gets. And I'm not mad at Lucille. She's given her life to this man to live a mediocre existence. I'd be mad too. And then you got unpainted walls. I wish we could see from this vantage point the spots where he started all these projects. And I'm sorry, but that's sending me because you playing handyman for everybody else and haven't got this house together. So I respect Lucille. Lucille, tell on him every chance you get. Because that's his house.
How you gonna do my man like that though? He trying. Listen, he's trying, girl. I'm sorry. He's trying. Like, you like, nope.
Even the daughter had to chime in. Yep, because Meech cares about us. Meech,
I got that. I got that too. Meech cares about it, but then see, it's like this though. It's a tag team thing, right? You got Wanda going after T, and you got Lucille shooting mad shade towards Charles. And it's like, dang, I can't catch a break. I mean, listen, right is right, and wrong is wrong. Okay, we know that. So I'm not gonna play a game like Charles wasn't wrong. I'm not going to play a game like T wasn't wrong. Like they both in the wrong, but I don't know about, okay, I got to talk about T real quick, right? T did tell Wanda, yo, it ain't working out. He cheated on her at first though. That was wrong, right? But then eventually it was like, yo, we not good together. Like he told her, but she still want that family regardless. I mean, it doesn't make it right, but at least he told her. That's all I got.
So here's the thing though, because if we rewind and go back, right? Lucille gave her that bad advice as it related to Terry. Terry viewed that as her leaving him, taking his child away. He was devastated by that. So it was never going to be the same outside, even with the introduction of Markeisha, whatever. I think just in Terry's heart, after Wanda had taken the baby and went away, it was never going to be the same for him because he felt abandoned by Wanda. So she was never going to hold, I think, that same place in his life after that whole situation happened. So I think Wanda needs to move on. Stop going to the witch doctors and get buying roots and doing strange things, sis. Get your little bag, get some child support. He's going to take care of his kids. You know what I mean? He'll probably even take care of her a little bit if she act right. So I just think Wanda needs to get out of her feelings and get to the bag.
Get to the bag. Well, you know what? Bree says every scene she was in, she was throwing shade. It's true. It's true. Yeah, I mean, I would, if I was Terry, I wouldn't want to go nowhere close to freaking Wanda because you took my clothes and you try to put roots on me, man. You try to put some roots on me. I'm not messing with you, man. Yeah, you having my second child, you know, but when I found out you took my belt, you took my shoes, you took a piece of my hair out of my brush, like you crazy. I ain't messing with your crazy ass. Like, you think we gonna be together? You putting roots on me? Oh, hell no. Hell no. It ain't going down. It ain't going down. So, yeah, mad shade all over. Yeah, you know, Terry, not so much. Meech is taking care of us with these big ass steaks. Did you see them steaks? Them steaks was big as hell. Like, nigga, what you just like chopped up the cow right in front of that? What the heck? Like, they don't make steaks like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Meech is a provider.
He's a provider.
He
is a provider. But see, okay, well then we got to talk about Meech too. That's you know the character Meech, right? But anyway, guess who's coming home for dinner? Oh my God! Talk to me about your reaction to this right here, because this wasn't good.
This is one of the only moments I agree with Charles. When he said, boy, you done lost your mind, or whatever he said. Because Terry, BFR, like, be for real, Terry. Like, you could have got her in a hotel. She was going to be all right. Like, go where y'all go to get your freak nasty on. Like, you didn't have to bring her to your mama house. It was disrespectful. It was blatantly rude. But at this point, Terry's nose is so wide open. I don't think he has a concept of, like, reality at this point. He is floating on a cloud. He is glad that Markeisha is alive. He said, F Wanda, F them kids. That's what I think Terry feels right now. It's all about Big Keisha. Big Keish. That's what he got. And that cat, whatever she got. I don't know.
Man, Lala, I mean, you know, Markeisha, she putting it on that boy for real. And at the same time, it's like, bruh, like, he look so hold up. First time he takes it to the hotel, right? You remember that? Took it to the hotel and ate the cootie cat. Remember that? And they was watching, and then that's what got Jen riled up, and then, you know, Bryant had to smash Jen. You remember that? So why you ain't take it to the hotel now? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You said it right though. You said it right. He lost his mind. His nose is wide open, and Wanda is not having it. Look at the baby. He like, huh? Look at the baby. The baby like.
That's what I said. Terry said, "F Wanda, F them kids." Yeah. Look.
He like, bruh. He's like, Daddy, you for real? You bringing another woman here? Oh, you for real? Look at the baby. The baby like, you bugging. So I mean, they go at it. And he's like, man, you know, she don't got no place to go. You know, I got guards out. Man, your girl went off. I remember you was nothing. I still rode for you. Blah, 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 blah. What'd you think? Was she in the right? Was she in the right?
Again, this was the most disappointing scene of it all, because I felt like y'all just did this for whatever. Wanda's unhinged at this point. And I don't, you know, I want to be able to empathize with Wanda. But I feel like she knows it's over. And I think she's holding on to some ounce of something. I think because her mama told her that, right? You got a good man. You don't let go of no good man. You know, he provides, he does. You got to hold on to that good man. I'm like, girl, but he's not treating her well. So, you know, I hate to see it. My hope for LaWanda is for her to pick up some self-respect. Okay. I want her to grab them babies. I want her to be about her, get the funds from Terry and build a beautiful life. You know what I mean? But let's not stick here in the mud and wallow around, because Terry gonna be with Markeisha. That's who he want. He don't want you, sis.
Dang.
He don't want you.
That's the real. That's the real. I mean, Breeze is crazy. Oh, she recovers so she sure did, boy. She gotta get to the D. Remember what she said? Every little inch is worth it. You know what I mean? Yeah, James Kelly. She got that sunshine, cootie. It's true. It's true. What Terry should have taken Markeisha. Right, that's what I was saying. Take it to the hotel. You know what I mean? The Motel 6, whatever it is, right? You know. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. I can agree with you. Wanda going through the stages of emotions for break up while she can. Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah. She's going through it. Yep. And he's putting her through it. We're in love. That killed it. Oh my God. It's not about the money. We in love. Why you gotta say that, yo? Why you guys just gotta dig it?
And why Markeisha got to say anything? She got to know her place too. Because Markeisha coming in people's house, respect the house, and just don't say nothing. Just be quiet. I'd have been like, speak until spoken to. Because I mean, you're in the wrong. Any way you slice it, Big Keish, like, don't say nothing.
She in the wrong on both ends. I mean, we're not being holier than thou here. We're just calling it how we see it, right? So number one, she's married, so she's doing adultery. Number two, she's breaking up what could have been a happy home. So I mean, if you're a fan of Markeisha, hey, be a fan of Markeisha. To each his own. It is what it is. But if you don't like Markeisha, we understand why. We understand. What's up, Tamika's den? But yeah, he's like, I don't want y'all fighting. This is not good for the baby. You should have thought about that before you brought it. Look at Lucille. She's like, you messy just like your daddy. That's the face. Like, you as messy as your daddy. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. You are just this terrible man. This is not the son that I raised. This, you know what happens, right? You know what happens, right? With two parents, right? Like when you acting up, that's your kid. That's not my kid. That's your baby. But Lucille is just like, would you take her up to Terry's room, Nicole? Right?
Look sideways. And there's no shame. Big Keish don't have any shame at all. Because you wouldn't let him bring you there, knowing everything that's going on.
Yeah, like, I mean, she's got to be in her mid-20s, right? Like, this dude, isn't she older? Is she older than that? You think she older than that?
Come on now.
How old you think she is?
36, 37, 38.
Dang. I thought she was like at least late 20s. I mean, the character, not Lala, but
the character. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to do some research, but elder.
She's definitely elder.
Elder.
Yeah, she's up there, right? She's
I
way
say
older.
That just because LaWanda kept calling her that old lady. And so I don't think you call somebody 25 that old lady. So I think
okay, but I don't think LaWanda got to be. That's what I was thinking, because LaWanda got to be around the same age as Terry, right? Okay. So if you think about it, if you think about it, like she got to be like mid-20s, if anything. I mean, she got like what four boys or something like that, 4 or 5.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe I say late 20s, early 30s. I'll give her that.
Yeah. Ashley, dang. I was but this is the face right here. That's that face, right? So if I text you this, that means you just as messy as your daddy or your mama. Either one, whatever applies. Okay. So she's like, you talking about she need to know her place? Well, she did say, thanks for having me. She was polite.
Don't say nothing. Just
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Don't open your mouth.
Look at them steaks, though. Look at how big. Good. That looks so good right now. I'm hungry too.
And they have some Kool-Aid. It look good.
The Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? Mad sugar in it. Diabetes is on the rampant. But that listen, that's a baked potato. I'm getting hungry, Ashley. Baked potato, and that's the whole freaking cow. Dang. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
He wasn't playing.
He was not. Meech, he wasn't playing. All right. So listen, Terry, you can't be doing this to these ladies. You being messy, all Charles. This and that.
Shut and he up, Charles.
What? He like, oh, this is what? This is sacrilegious? What? Y'all want to talk to me about that? So he like, yo, man, it's just too much. I got to go. I know, Monique. Like, where are the vegetables? What? True. Monique making sure they got a well-balanced meal, right? Well-balanced meal, B. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What up, bros? What's good? All right. So yeah, man, like, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm under pressure. Y'all stressing me out. I'm out of here. Wait, don't go. Right? Don't go. T, don't go. Or whatever. And here come Nicole. So that means I get Terry's room. No, because Charles, that's gonna be your room, bro. That's it. He's like, whoa. Wait a minute.
And I just want to say, notice the unfinished walls.
Yes.
That's a shame.
Right there.
But yeah, it's time for Terry to go. Terry been needed to have his own place and be up out of them people's house. He's doing grown man behaviors, grown man things. He got grown man funds. It's time.
Yeah. I mean, he just like he put all that money down the house, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Time to go. But yeah.
I said, no, that's your daddy room. You ain't getting a room.
Congratulations. This your house. That's your new room. Like, dang. Okay. So here we go. Your man's drunk, out of his mind, mad, sitting outside of juvie. That's Detective Bryant, trying to figure this thing out, putting a cigarette hole in Terry Flenory's face on that picture. Like, he has a hate for them, boy. Like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah. Man, what is he going to do? I mean, I don't know.
Bryant has had so many failed attempts at setting people up and doing it. Yeah. Bryant needs to worry about his son. Worry about yourself. Right. Worry about your child. That's what he needs to focus on. He need to leave them Flenory boys alone, because clearly it never goes well for him.
Right. So. Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, man, like here we go with as DeMarcus says, Cagney and Lacey, right? Laverne and Shirley. Here we go.
Not Laverne and Shirley.
They find Saint laid out, right? Oh, this is street justice. It is what it is. But look at your girl, Jen. She sees something on the floor.
Yeah, greedy heifer. What is she about to do with that? I wanted to know. That was my question. I said, oh, we in a different game now, Jen?
Yeah. And my man DeMarcus, he pointed out, shout out to my boy DeMarcus, he did point out, because I asked the same question, like, what you going to do? Why you stashing that in the whole nine? And he said that she's going to put it back. Remember that the stuff that they took out, Bryant and her, they took out some product from evidence. So they need to put it back into evidence.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he mentioned. Okay. Yeah. So, that's what he mentioned. Maybe he might be right. We'll see. Yep. Let me see. Brian is giving Charles energy. Okay. Jen needs security. All right. She needs security. That's her security. Okay. All right. Okay. We're hearing some answers here. We're getting some answers from the fam, VACAY fam, and everybody else.
Could be a 401k, maybe. You know what I mean? She might be looking out for the future. Like,
She might be taking it. Remember, she was tripping last season. Like, she was burning herself, doing all types of stuff, dealing with some pain, and they ain't never revisit that. They never revisited that. Like, that whole storyline. So anyway, all right. So here we are
with the calamari.
What is this stuff? This nasty stuff, man. Right? But before we get to that, he's like, yo, man, yo, T took care of that, B. You know what I'm saying? Yo, T, you took care of Saint, man. You know what I'm saying? You keeping your rep. And your boy T is like, yeah, I do the same thing for y'all. And then he looks at Sterling and gives him the head nod like, you better not say nothing, Negro. Like, I got you. Don't say nothing, right? Then he get to the calamari, like, what is this crap, man? Well, you know what? By the way, no more record store. I'm opening up a restaurant. Well, he better not have this crap, man. It's calamari. What you think about this whole scene right here?
Here for diversification. However, we need to keep the record store. That's a staple in the community. So hopefully they're not getting rid of it. It'll just not be their headquarters anymore. But I've always loved the family style dinners. It's kind of an ode to times gone by, mafia type stuff. I respect it. I like that they continue that tradition on. But I'm excited. Yeah, let's do something new. But please keep the record store. It's got nostalgia and history for us.
Oh yeah. I mean, Hoops is like, yo, make sure I get that EPMD record, right? So, it should. This again, it was a front, right? As we know, it's a front to everything else that they do. But yeah, I agree with you. Keep the record store. Keep the record store if you can. I mean, they got enough money. They can do that. They could definitely do that. But he gets a call from Meech, right? Yo, man, I got a vision, man. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about, man? Where you at? Yo, I'm under the highway. What you mean I'm under the highway? Yo, man, you know, the generals, they burned down everything for something to be resurrected, right? Well, you know what? He wasn't talking about you, Meech. Nah, the highways, dimwit. The highways go from Texas to here to there to everywhere, man. Like, this is the hub of everything, man. We about to take over, man. I'm telling you right now. What'd you think about this whole vision of Meech and, you know, him telling Terry about it and wishing he was there to see it with his good eye?
Absolutely. You know, we talked about this earlier, that I loved how this episode emphasized Meech as a visionary and really brilliant at what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That he had forethought and foresight about what was the future of this whole thing. It wasn't ever just about the present moment. It's about how can we grow? How can we expand? How can we do more? And I respect that because anybody, well, you know, they were in it for a long time. But I think ultimately, you know, Meech was all about building an empire, building something to leave for his family, for his kids, all that. So I loved we got to kind of see a glimpse into what his mind was like in this moment where we see they're about to start doing this on a whole new scale compared to what they were doing in Detroit. So it was exciting.
Yeah, I mean, Meech, again, salute to the legend, man. Salute to the legend, Big Meech, Southwest T. Like, again, two young men out of the ghetto, out of nothing, making something big for themselves through the game, right? And he was always a visionary. He was always, I'm gonna create this family. How can we do it bigger? And that's what I like about Meech. That is always forward thinking. It's always forward movement. How can we make this even bigger than what it is? How can we take over? And I like that they're telling this story. This is the story that we never heard. We never saw it. We never heard. We never, like, these insides. Like, I'm sure Big Meech is telling whoever the writers are, this is what happened. This is how it's done. This is what I thought of. This is what T thought of. You know, so I like to see how this develops and how, like, yeah, these young men had vision and they, you know, they wasn't like the most highly educated, but they was educated through the streets and they was educated through whatever it was. So I love this. I love all of this, to see this, and they bringing brothers together. That's the one thing that I love about BMF. All right. Even though, you know, they did it through another game, another way, they still was bringing brothers together, bringing families together, feeding families. They was feeding people and making sure everybody was eating. So that's what I love about BMF, man. Like, if y'all ain't watching BMF, I don't know what's going on. But here we are. It's Sunday night. It's time to go party. Your man got the Versace. You know what I'm saying? He ready to party, right? And they like, nah, you can't come in, bruh. You know what I'm saying? This is MK. This is the Miami Thrillers. Okay, this, you know, Glock is like, you can't come in. He's like, yo, how you call yourself Glock? And they got a whole bunch of biatches. You know what I'm saying? And I love the part where he's like, yo, y'all can't come in. And he showed him his steel. And then Meech is like, yo, I'm just coming with a gift of gab. He pulled his shirt up. He didn't have nothing on him. Like, I'm just coming to talk. What y'all afraid to talk? What do you think about this scene right here? You know, why is Glock afraid to, you know, talk to Meech?
I think it's about, like, supreme domination. I don't think it's necessarily about Meech. I think that would be his response to anyone right now. I think for whatever reason, they think that they're elite, right? Or better than. So I'm interested to see kind of how this plays out. I actually liked the scene, as I felt like this was a moment we kind of got to see what this new crew is going to be like, because to me, cooler heads prevailed. He was like, Meech, you know, man, it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? Like, let's go on. Let's do this another day. And I liked that for him. I think that's a good look, to have level-headed, clear thinking people, people who just aren't kind of led by emotion in this. But yeah, I think something with the Miami thing wants just supremacy. I don't think they want any outsiders in. So I'm very interested to see how it plays out the rest of the season.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, the Miami Thrillers, you know, definitely they on some, like, you know, hey, we the Haitians and we running the show, and, you know, we gonna take over Techwood, and whoever's coming down now, because my, you know, Meech is like, yo, let them know Meech is here and I ain't going nowhere, right? So for a new cat to come along, now I don't want to even see you right now because I'm trying to take over Techwood and every other place that I got on the map. So I don't know so much that this plan is going to work, because it doesn't seem like Glock is open to anybody, just like you said. So that's why I made the prediction earlier. The early prediction is that maybe Remy may line up with Meech. We'll see.
The only other thing is Meech is a very smart man, right? So if he finds something close enough to Glock that he can use to leverage, that might be his only way in. But we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Your person like B Mickey, who led by his motion all the time. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm very interested as to how this is going to play out. But this is what played out tonight. I mean, y'all couldn't get in the club, but here comes Remy Ranson, boy. I tell you, what y'all doing? Drops off this guy right here, man, who was trying to, like he said, I'm trying to push in the area. I'm gonna see what I could do and get back to y'all. Well, guess what? He got back to him in a different way, and Remy just dropped him off. Like, yo, don't be coming through my hood.
I don't know how Meech and them don't have PTSD, because whenever I would hear cars, tires screeching behind me,
right.
I'd probably go in a whole different place. They were so calmly turned around with no weapons visible. I said, okay, y'all big and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was actually a line in the sand. If we didn't have one before, we either gonna have to take the head off the snake, meaning Remy. He gonna have to go with his receding recession.
Receding recession.
Yeah, or I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know how you kind of come back from something like this. He said, and then the threat, I'm going to send you back to the D and body bags. Are you, Remy?
Right.
I think he's underestimating Meech, and I think that's dangerous for him.
Yeah. I mean, he got to show who he is as the leader, right, of Techwood. Like, I got to show that nobody's coming in our hood going to sell anything that's on our property, right? On our hood. It ain't happening, right? He got to show his leadership, but at the same time, he doesn't know. But if you remember, as we talked about the whole, strap fight that went down, right? We know that one of his people got popped. Mm-hmm. So this is just retaliation for popping my people.
Retribution, okay.
It wasn't. It may not have been you that popped my people. It was the MKs that popped my people. But my people got popped in the process of you.
My people got popped.
My people got popped in the process. PPP. You know what I'm saying? The PPP. It's not a loan, right? My people got popped in the process of you trying to get profits. You know what I'm saying? For your peoples. It's a lot of peas.
A whole lot of peas.
It's a lot of peas. So, this was like, yo, I'm just letting you know, man. Yeah, y'all better go back up north and shovel some snow. That was kind of funny. Go back up north, shovel snow. Okay. But yes, rest in peace to your mans right here. What was his name again? A dead. He's gone. He's gone. Rip, dip, one of those cats. DeMarcus, what's his name? But yes, this is the end, man. Like, Meech is like, listen, Dice. That's right, Dice. This is the end. I try to do it civilly. I tried to do it and talk with y'all, but I can't do it that way. This is it. I got to go and do it the way that we do it in the D. Yeah. So what do you think about the ending? Were you happy with the ending? Was this a good ending to the episode?
I was pleased. I think it makes you think about, okay, what is Meech going to come up with? Because we know he's going to come up with something. He's always got a plan. He's a man with a plan, okay? Right. And so I'm excited. It had me on the edge of my seat. I want to know what's next. I want to know what his plan is for Atlanta. He's going to have to come up with something totally different. This is not the D. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Is Terry going to come down and help him with something? We shall see. I don't know.
Yeah. Terry's definitely going to have to come down. Let me see. DeMarcus Vaughn, Remy Ranson takes frustration from out on Dice. Also, when Dice was introduced, I remember him saying that, they're messing with Techwood, but they didn't get to us yet. So maybe, like I said, going with my theory and my prediction, maybe Meech, BMF, Techwood align because the Red Dogs are going to be coming after all of them. Okay. All of them, trying to shut them all down. So they may have to line up together in order to get around the Red Dogs and still, get some money and get some, whatever they need.
Well, the good thing about Meech is he doesn't take a ton personal unless it's directly towards his family. So there might be room for an alliance. They're not too deep. They're not too far gone yet, I don't think. They might be with Ty, though. I don't know. He might use them temporarily and then take them out. But he might use them to service purposes in the meantime. I could see that.
Right. One thing I learned from the past 2 seasons is that whoever doesn't align, like I remember the other cat that was out, I think it was Cleveland or one of those places. He didn't want to get down. And then something happened where he needed Meech. So then he had to go to Meech and then line up with Meech in order for things to go right. Right. And because Meech warned him, like, yo, get down with us, man, or something's going to happen to you. And then something happened and it was like, oh, Meech, I need you. So one thing I see as far as like the ongoing theme with Meech is that, yes, eventually whoever's not down is going to eventually get down because they're going to need to get down with Meech because Meech is not stopping. He's not going to stop. Just like Hoop was telling T, like, yo, Meech just going to keep calling and calling and calling until they get this product. So, like Meech is not going to stop. So because Meech is not going to stop, those people who are like, nah, I ain't down. That's right. Thank you, bro. Like always rely on my guy right here. Bleak. Yep. In Cleveland. That's right. I was right about Cleveland. Yes, Bleak. So whoever's not down, they're going to have to get down eventually. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's the end of 301. And make sure you check out the What's Next video that I did for episode 2, with some exclusive pics in there, you know what I mean? And make sure you check out that video, fam. Hit that like button, do what you need to do. But that is the season 3, episode 1. And we wrap this thing up. Live event with Ashley. Yo, Ashley, this was fun. This was good. This was some good stuff.
A good time.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. This was definitely good. What's going on with you and your channel, family? Okay, there we go. So look at Monique. That's very nice of you, Monique. Look at that. Yeah. You could throw mine in there too. But yes, that's very nice. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very nice. We appreciate the love. What's going on?
New shows. I'm covering a ton of new things. I'm still doing Feud. I started watching Perimeter, child, and I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it, but definitely gonna come on and talk about it because it's in the same era, right? During Freaknik. Right. And I'm looking for new shows. So any suggestions that anyone has, I'm definitely open to the possibilities. But yes, My Sweet Perspective on all platforms. Come on, join me on TikTok. It's super litty over there.
Yeah, super litty. Absolutely. And look at that. You went from 1.02 and now you have 1.03. She is climbing up. So congratulations again. Definitely, guys, make sure you subscribe to My Sweet Perspective with Ashley. She definitely does a great job. A whole lot of videos. You see all types of people. Oh, yeah, here we are right there. There we are right there. And make sure you check out all her videos. She has some great shorts as well. Anything you want to see. Like, yeah, I love this. I saw this one. This was good. I like it. Yeah. She got a whole lot of great shorts and everything. Listen, she is working. So anybody putting in work like this, definitely support them, show them some love. Hit that subscribe button. See that button right there? Hit the subscribe. Make sure the bell is going like I did. Just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And definitely show some love to Ashley. All right, fam. Make sure you show some love to Ashley and My Sweet Perspective. Okay. Once again, congratulations to you. Again, I'm gonna keep congratulating you, and we're gonna keep it pushing. Like, I love to see people win. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, let me just say this, because this is gonna be an ongoing thing for me, right? So most of you guys may know this is International Women's Month. So we're going to be honoring some women. So I want to shout out to my moms. I want to shout out to my niece, my sister, and shout out to Ashley once again for the accomplishments of moving forward, the sisters forward through all the adversities that you guys go through. All right. So that was my PSA right there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. For real. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's all love. Family. Like I said, we got the What's Next going on. We got the Ruthless going on, family. So make sure you check out that one. The last one was crazy. All right. We're going to go live with that. So make sure you check us out next week, next Wednesday. And I might be back on Monday with some exclusive pics of BMF episode 2. And as long as you guys do well with this one, make sure you show some love and get some views on this one. I think, Ashley, we may come back. You want to do episode 2?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about, fam. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's the New York. That's not Detroit. But that's New York. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Cool. There's probably going to be mad new characters in that one, too. So we're going to work it out. Any last words for the people, Ashley?
No, just come see about me, y'all. Thank you so much for being so interactive in the chat. And as always, showing love. I appreciate it so much. And Jay, thank you so much for having me.
Come on now, you know how we do. This is an ongoing thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this thing going. Family, we appreciate you all. Thanks for coming through. And until next time, salute.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, love this video, appreciate this video, please hit the like button. And if you're here for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you for watching. We'll see you next time on VACAY-JayTV and Friends.